Hey, how we doing today? It's so good to be able to do this again. I know it's been a little while. I love doing these videos for you. But how's everybody? I'm doing good. I was driving this morning to come watch my grandbabies, and I notice outside, like, it is such a beautiful morning. And have you ever noticed that? Like, whenever some of the worst storms, and I know it was just a rainstorm this morning or last night or whatever, but have you ever noticed, like, when we have some of the worst storms, the next day is always beautiful? And it just got me thinking, like, God is so good at taking messes and taking the storms in our life and turning them around for good and giving us good days and bringing the sunshine, right? He's so good at it. And you know what's even crazier too is some of the storms that happen in our life, they're our own fault. In fact, I know that there have been times that God put people in my path and told me, don't do this. But I turn around and do it anyways. And I know it's wrong. And then my whole life is chaos and craziness. And it brings on such a trial because I'm in full disobedience of God. And then, I sit there and go, why, God, why? I love that. Whenever I hear people say that, like, why, God, why? And a lot of times, in counseling, I have to be the one to say to people, unfortunately, and I hate doing it, but why? Because you chose to do certain things that put you in this situation. And you can't blame God for the situation that you created, that He tried to stop you. He tried stopping you. He told you not to do it, and yet you still did it. So, like, you can't blame God for stuff like that. It's just crazy. But listen, I've done it. We all do it. We're human, right? But this is the cool thing. No matter where the storm comes from, whether, there's sometimes in our life when the storm comes our way and we're doing all the right things. Like, we're literally doing all the right things. And yet the storm comes and it's bad. And we feel like, why, God? Like, I didn't deserve this, But it's okay, because God doesn't allow anything in your life that He isn't going to turn around for your good and His glory. So you can know that He is an expert. He is an expert at taking the crappy things in our life and turning them for good. And He wants to do it so bad for you. But the one thing that stalls that process is when we sit there and blame God, because then He sends the blessings our way and we don't even recognize them, the blessings being from Him, He loves you more than anyone in the entire world, and He wants the best for you, and He will take your crappiness and He will turn it for good. But you gotta turn to Him. Don't blame Him. Look to Him, and He'll bring you through, and He'll bring good things out of it. And it reminds me of a verse. I love this verse in Isaiah, and it says, though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, my unfailing love will not be shaken, nor my covenant of peace be removed, for I have compassion on you. That's the kind of God we serve. That's the kind of God that shows up in our messes, whether we created them or they just happen because we live in a fallen world and bad things happen to good people. No matter what, God that we serve, the God of love, the God that is love, he doesn't just love us, he is love. He is going to take that mess and he is going to turn it for good. He's going to bring sunshine after the storm. He's going to do good things in our life. So I'm just telling you all this to give you hope and something to hang on to during these tough times, that you can know that God's got better days for you. He really does. He really does. And you can trust him. You can trust him through this. And sometimes we don't understand why we're in the mess we're in. And it's okay. And even if we caused the mess, it's okay. He's gonna get you through. He's gonna see you through this. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope on the other side. There is sunshine after the storm. There really is. Anyways, I just want to say that I love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I pray that God blesses you, and I pray that he reveals his love to you in such a way today that you've never known it before. And take time and look around at the world around you, because he is speaking to you always. He speaks to us through his creation, like he did this morning with me. He's such a good God, and he loves you more than anyone and anything could ever love you. Please don't forget that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I love having this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later.